doing well. Savage Batman, first one here, and with a new avatar. Hello to all of you. Please hit that like and subscribe as you come on in. And if you are watching this on replay, especially, please hit that subscribe. That way you will be notified the next time that we go live, because as much fun as these streams are when you watch them on replay, they're that much more fun when you get to participate live and interact. So we are headed out for Thursday night supper. I have very low expectations. I have not done much delivery at all this week, and I have very little and low expectations that a random Thursday night is going to be particularly good. Thank you for the like and the share, Savage Batman. So the good news is, from where we are staying at the Verbo to where I like to deliver is like 2 minutes away. However, I have no idea if there's going to be any good orders. So we will just wait and see. Also keep our eyes open for any sort of catering orders that pop on up this evening. Between Zifty and Deliver That. So we are out here today. We're rocking, we're rolling, we're looking for some orders. I don't have any goals. Honestly, the goal is just to hang out with you guys while we do some food deliveries. We've done all sorts of stuff today, and I realize that there's kind of a mishmash of content on the channel, and I'm really trying to sort things through. But in the meantime, also just trying to do something. So we're trying to figure all of these things out. So I'm working on kind of a channel master plan for 2025 in my head, and hopefully soon we'll start to see some things that will reflect exactly what we want to hone in on and the specifics that we want to focus on as well. So we're just driving. We're going to go head over to our favorite pizza place on the north end of town, which is only like a block or two away, which is the Crust Pizza. We're going to go hang out over there. We do have a scheduled shift on DoorDash from now all the way till 9 p.m. and we will see if we get any orders that are worth grabbing. So the good news is hey, good evening everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're out doing some food delivery here tonight. Please hit that like and subscribe as you come on in the stream. Yeah, pizza is good. We actually had pizza as a family for supper tonight. I made some pizza for lunch, and then we also had some for supper, and some boneless chicken wings as well to go with it. So appreciate you guys hanging out, and we're going to be just kind of driving around, hanging out, doing deliveries. So if you got any questions about side hustles or making some extra money, helping get out of debt, helping just kind of get your life refocused on all sorts of things, I would love to hear whatever you guys have. Sometimes I'll be driving, won't be able to respond immediately, but then we'll park and we will get all caught up on things. We'll also talk some football here later tonight as well. So appreciate you guys. We did a catering order earlier today. So that was late this morning. We did a catering order. That was a $50 catering order that we dropped off from Ford's Garage, a burger place. And then I'm basically focused on doing YouTube videos for the rest of the day. And so we got a short up earlier today, and then we got another long form up, and then a long form I posted yesterday went live public to everyone. Both of those kind of had some YouTube themes. So if you are a YouTube creator, and especially if you're a smaller creator, I want to try to help people get past the 1,000 subscriber mark, get fully monetized. We just arrived there ourselves. Took us less than a year to do it, so I would love to work with you and help you with that. So we're creating some content in light of that. We're also going to be creating lots of content in light of getting out of debt, which is part of the reason why I'm out doing food delivery tonight as well. So drop 90 points on the Rams. Sounds like you got a good super team going there. Good evening, Emerald Elf, M. Dot, Cam. Is that, let me see what that one, M4A. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. We're just waiting to see if there's any good food delivery orders out here tonight. So it's a Thursday night. Sometimes Thursdays can be good, sometimes not. And it just 100% depends on where the orders are coming in and if you're positioned in the right spot. So we're going to stay here. It's 5:47. We'll stay here maybe about 10 minutes. If not, we'll just move to another part of town and keep on moving. That's basically the thought process. Don't stay anywhere super long, more than about 10 minutes or so. Let's go and play. Good evening to you. So we're just sitting here. We've got no orders actively. We're going to turn on a couple more things here. We'll turn on Instacart too, because it is a Thursday night. Hope you're doing well tonight, Play. Let's see, make sure we got that's on, that's on. That's on. That's on. Make sure deliver that is loaded. Gonna get all the apps on. You know it's a good game when OBJ is making an impact. All right, so I think we're good. We have all the apps on. We have, I don't know if we've even seen an order yet since we turned everything on. So, but that means we've just got more time to talk, more time to hang out, do whatever we want to do. Let's talk about some channel goals here. We're going to try to get to 1430, looking for 2 more subscribers. And then we're also, hey, thank you. That'll go far for the car. Appreciate it. Now I appreciate it. Yeah, awesome. That's your first super on a live stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I actually bought coffee this morning, so I will retroactively apply that. So I appreciate it so much. Ultimately, every super chat, every Patreon membership, every channel membership, all of those we're actually putting and setting aside for a second family car so we can have a little more freedom. So, but I appreciate it so much. I play what I want. Love it. That's a good name. It's a good name. All right, Instacart just kicked in with a bunch of junk orders, none of which we're really interested in taking. But we'll still keep our eye. I already ate before I left. So I just basically have water. Well, if you brew it at home, it is. You just got to break it down by the cup, but it's all good. Cars also aren't $2 anymore either, so it all works out. I appreciate it so much, though. All right, what do we got here? No, I don't do alcohol deliveries for like $8. So it is all good. It's all every bit of it, every supporter, every super chat, everything is so appreciated. It's just so cool hanging out with you guys, and that support just keeps me going. Even on nights like tonight where it's like, hey, you know what? I'm not really sure if it's worth going out. Well, it is, just because I get to hang out with you guys, and that really makes a big difference with everything. And so let me make sure all the chat is on. I was just really confused when the super came up because it's had a 1 on it. It looked different than any other super chat. And then there's a note underneath it that says, let's celebrate their first super chat on a live stream. So that's the first time I'd seen it. So usually I'm like reacting right away because I know what I'm looking for. And then I saw that I was very confused. So we got it all figured out. We signed some more paperwork for our potential lease that we're supposed to move in on Sunday. I'm going to tell you what, it sure doesn't feel like it. And then our Verbo that we're renting in the meantime while we're waiting to get that lease approved. The Verbo that we're renting, the fridge, freezer, and dryer don't work, and so they're bringing over a mini fridge. So I also bought a bunch of ice to keep our cold food on a cooler. If I had known that, obviously, this morning, I would have not bought all my groceries. Alas, that's just how it works. That's how life goes sometimes. So I think we're going to be able to keep everything cold that needs to be cold. And I can just buy ice. It costs a little money, but it's relatively cheap for a couple of days. And we're just going to keep on pushing until we see where we're supposed to go next. We know where we're going to be through Monday, and sometimes that's all that matters. Just know, I know I can go out tonight. I can work because my wife and my kids have a roof over their head. And that's good enough for me. They got a roof over their head. They got air conditioning. Not that we need air conditioning tonight, but OBJ for a touchdown. So sometimes that's just all it is. Sometimes you just got to go out there and just be like, you know what? Everything I need is taken care of, and I'm just going to be thankful. And someday there might be a time that we'll have more than we need. But right now we have just what we need. And just what you need is more than enough. So we're going to just kind of veg here for a few more minutes. Not too much longer. I mean, it's just quiet. It's lots of low dollar orders. Under $10 for 4, 5, 6 miles. They're just not really good orders. So we'll see. This is like trying out, because I'm on the silver tier on DoorDash, and so the issue is, of course, if you can't get any orders. The problem with the platinum tier is they send you too many orders. They send you orders you don't want. I don't know, Kaylee. We just went live. So it seems like when $5 hours, $65, no tip over 3. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing, the orders coming through tonight. So, I mean, I have this stream up as a football stream, but see, this one is like $25, but it's for 12 miles, 3 pickups, 3 drop-offs. You have to divide that by 3. It's basically 3 different orders. It's just $8 an order, and each one of them is going like 10 to 12 miles. So I don't know how you missed it. Yeah, and I mean, I'm just telling you like what I'm seeing here tonight. It's pretty slow here. All right, I'll have to check out on Spark again. I don't even know if I remember how to log into Spark. Maybe they're hiring. All right, well, this is the best thing we've seen so far, so we're going to take it. It's $13 for 6 miles. I don't like the drop-offs. I don't like orders that long, but I also don't like sitting doing nothing when I'm out trying to work. So we're going to go do that. It's from Namba Ramen and Sushi. It's one of our restaurants we're targeting over here. So we're going to go take it. Guess what, guys? The days start getting longer here next week. Is it next week? 19, 20, 21, 22. 10 days. 10 days, the days start getting longer. Now, that doesn't mean your sunsets will be later, but just the total length of day will start to get longer already. So you've already made it through the hard part. Gotcha. I'm just always nervous about like signing up for a waiting list a second time or second waiting list, because you just never know if they're going to reboot everything. Touchdown KJ Osborne. Is he on your Dolphins team now too, Savage? So we're gonna go to this Namba. Let's see if there's a lot of stuff in here. See if it's a small order or a large order. 6 items. I'll call it medium. We'll call this a medium-size order here. All right, well, we got a quick, easy turnaround, get to the other side of the street. That's quite the receiving corps you've assembled on that team. So honestly, with tonight, I'd be happy to just deliver about 6 of these $10 plus orders. If I can get 6 $10 plus orders in 3 hours, I'll be pretty happy. Good evening, Midnight. How are you doing? Always making an entrance. Hi, Jeff. How's it going? We just got our first order of the night. We've only been live here for 15 minutes, but we did finally get an order that was worth it. We have not yet seen an order on DoorDash. Now that I'm on Silver, it's like if you're on Platinum, they send you nonstop junk offers, but now that I'm on Silver, they just don't send any offers. So it's like pick your poison with these apps for sure. So we got all sorts of videos popping up on the channel, trying to create as much content as I can here while we're at our Vrbo. So we got one about if you're a small creator and you want to get things going, gotta set the mood. Goku, yeah, I got your order. I got your sushi for you. 2 spicy tuna rolls and or 3 spicy tuna rolls and 2 spicy tuna crispy rolls. Somebody really likes their tuna, so we will throw the BRB up in the chat. Sometimes Namba Ramen is on time and sometimes they're not. We'll find out what they are in a few minutes, but we'll be back. BRB. My goodness, sign can't even stay up for like 10 seconds. right, well, sign stayed up that whole time, so that's good. Jeff's got the goat. Man, all sorts of good conversation going on. We refresh chat here really quick before we get driving, get caught up on everything. Yep, I got your order. I got it picked up. All right. All right, we still have not seen a DoorDash yet. just so you guys know. They haven't even sent a bad one. We're at 50%. So literally the next one we decline will move us below silver. So far, I have had zero trouble scheduling DoorDash on silver at 3 p.m. Flo, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? I am a side of hustle. So, waiting for this car behind me to back up, but if he's not going, I'm going, because I got a delivery I gotta do. I feel like this door is open. Yeah, it was. Sounded open. Alright, so we are gonna head on to our drop off here. So, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This is A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. So tonight we're going to be specifically focusing on the wallet part of every area of your life, but we kind of break in our main focus into 5 areas: heart, soul, mind, strength, and wallet. So we're out just doing some deliveries. We got this sushi order that we're going to go. It's $13 for 6 miles. We already had a catering delivery earlier today. We're also fully monetized now on YouTube. I can finally say that I am a fully monetized content creator. We've been averaging, for those of you who've been following along on that journey, because literally it's been the stated journey from the beginning to try to get this channel monetized, but we've been averaging about 50 cents in revenue per day from YouTube AdSense. So, what is DoorDash Crimson? Is that like a new level? I haven't even looked to see if anything changed on that. There you go. You got all sorts of people connecting up, people growing their channels. We got a great community, so yeah, it's really cool to have people in here who are sharing, who are working together, helping each other out, teaching. We already had a nice $2 super chat to kick off the evening as well, which is always super appreciated. We also have Kaylee here, who's our first All-Star, Hustle All-Star channel member. 3 tiers: Hustle Apprentice, was it Hustle Startup, Hustle Apprentice, and Hustle All-Star. $2, $5, and $25 a month are the 3 options. That's another way that you can support the channel, and you get access to all sorts of exclusive custom emojis, as well as some other perks that are coming soon, as well as like early access to videos as well. That's been a thing that we've been able to start doing. So appreciate you guys. Would love to take any questions that you guys have about side hustle stuff tonight as well while we're driving. If I can't answer it, maybe someone else who's in here can. And that's a big part of what we're trying to do, is just build a nice community. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so I know they were getting rid of it. So you missed the pizza stream. I know, Jaeger. You missed out. Now my kids are all eating the rest of the pizza, so it must not be that bad. Even my wife was eating it happily, so it must not be that bad. She said it was actually pretty good. So she doesn't always like my cooking, because I kind of like cook for a guy. But she liked the pizza, so we will take that. So yeah, we did a pizza live stream. Tried out the Publix pizza dough. So if you're looking for a cheaper way to do homemade pizza, not necessarily a cheaper way, but a faster way to do homemade pizza without having to pay takeout prices, carry-out prices. So I would recommend it. If you have a Publix in your area, give it a try. It's $3.50, and I honestly believe if you rolled it out thin enough, if you let it rise long enough and rolled it out thin enough, I think you could probably get 2 small pizzas out of it instead of just 1 large, 2 medium, something like that. Our pizza crust was really thick, and I spread it a whole lot, and it still was very thick. So the family's having that plus some boneless chicken wings, which is just chicken nuggets basically. That's what they're having for supper tonight. And let's see what else we got. Well, I mean, if there's enough orders that's worth staying out, we will. All right. It's a $14 for 11-mile San Giuseppe pizza. We're going to take this because the repositioning is fine. They're not going to be ready. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to just do a quick little drive-by and check in because I know this pizza place. I love eating at this pizza place. But they're they're pretty slow with getting delivery orders out. So we're going to just go check in as we drive by, and then we'll go drop this order off. And we'll just keep going the way that we were going here. So this is a little trick that you can do. You've got a slow restaurant and you're already on a delivery, but you want to come back and grab it, which we will in this case. We're going to just check in, arrived at store, and then we're going to close the app, and that will geolocate us right here at the restaurant while they finish up the order. It's a perfect solution to what we're trying to do, which is stay busy. Oh, it actually says it's ready. Hold on. Let me see if it's actually ready. I just got the notification that said it's actually ready. And so if that's the case, that'll actually save us time if it is ready. Let me go see. Starting to see more restaurants start to do this. They're starting to mark the orders as ready long before they're ready, which is kind of frustrating because then that they're probably getting in trouble for taking too long on their deliveries. So they marked it as ready, but they're like, oh, it's going to be at least another 5 minutes. And we know what 5 minutes is in restaurant speak. It's It's enough time to get my other order delivered in the meantime. So it is a little frustrating when restaurants do that because there's not an easy way for us to dispute that. So, all right, well, we're gonna keep going with our first delivery and then we'll have to just double back here. We can't make the first person wait too long. It would have been nice if it had been ready. It's Florida cold here, guys. I don't think it's supposed to be as cold tonight as it was last time, but it's 49 degrees this morning in Southwest Florida. We are not built for that. It's cold everywhere, but I'll tell you what, it's just an absolutely beautiful day. As much as I love wearing shorts and not pants, it's nice to have just a day where you walk outside and it's cold and refreshing. Yesterday it was 80 degrees and high humidity, and today it was 49 and crisp and clear. I don't know what it is now. We're probably low 60s, I would guess. 66. We are 66 degrees, but there's a little bit of a breeze, so it still feels nice and crisp. Yeah, let's go Mets. We signed Soto. I'm almost still like, I don't want to say upset, but a little sad that we didn't get Garrett Crochet. The Red Sox got him because that was a pitcher. I feel like we probably had better prospects that we could have made a good deal there, but maybe they just didn't want to part with the prospects that the White Sox wanted from us. So yeah, and we're just still kind of waiting for more free agency. I mean, as a Mets fan, I want Pete back. I know not everybody does, but I think Pete would want to come back too, unless there's something behind the scenes. Like, yeah, unless there's something behind the scenes going on, I would think if you suffered through the Mets seasons the last, 6-7 years, and now it looks like we're on the cusp of something that could be really good. Why not stick with it? So I think it would be good for Pete to go to the Mets. I think it would be good for the Mets to bring Pete back. Because one of Pete's big issues was, like, he couldn't handle the pressure. Well, in the playoffs this year, he did. And Soto knows how to handle playoff pressure. So I feel like it just takes even more pressure off of him. Of course, you got Lindor. Crochet's probably like, why couldn't you have traded me last year? Why did I have to suffer through that whole season on the White Sox last year? All right, we've got 2 miles to go, then we got to double back. Unfortunately, we got to double back, so. But at least we'll be staying busy. Sometimes it's all we can ask for. Stay busy. Staying busy is better than sitting. So we'll drop this one off, double back to the pizza place, then that drop off is back towards downtown, which is funny because downtown used to be where I'd like to hang out tonight because it was close to home, but now I'm at the north end of town by the Crust. That's where we're staying, or Verbo. VRBO. Is it VRBO or Verbo? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be Verbo. We got 1.5 miles to go. Everyone has a sleeping dog. Like, I think most people just put it even if they don't have a dog or a sleeping baby. It's kind of funny. We have a sleeping... Please call, but don't knock. We have a sleeping baby. Like, your cell phone ring isn't going to wake your baby up? Come on, bro. And what's the deal with please call? I just kind of always... I avoid calling. Unless I absolutely have to. So you should just send a message, like... And especially if they leave a direct phone number. In this case, they didn't, but... If they do leave a direct phone number, don't call directly from... I suppose it could be on vibrate. I suppose I'm just being a cotton-headed ninny muggins. Name that Christmas movie. Alright, well, we're almost to this drop-off. Do you guys call if they request a call? It seems weird to call. Even if they request it. Because then usually when you call, they're like, who's this? And, oh, it's weird. And I certainly don't do phone calls once I've dropped the food off. It always turns out they're upset about something. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel. If I need the gate code or something like that, or it's going to save me, if it's going to somehow save me a bunch of time, I'll just suck it up buttercup and make the call. But otherwise, I'm just not a... No, like the whole goal here is efficiency. Like your pizza guy never called you saying, hey, I'm here with your pizza. Like, I don't know. Cotton-headed ninny muggins. I think that's what it is. Ugh. Hey, they gave me a gate code that works, though, so we're good with that. I guess I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I've just heard it so many times, and I'm just repeating things I heard off of TV. That can't be bad. $13 for a 1 hour long shopping trip. No, thank you, Uber Eats. We're going to pass on that. Oh, yeah. Especially when there's a PIN, because they often report their food is stolen and then they won't show up to the door for a PIN. And then at the end, you just take a picture and leave it. Well, then why didn't I just take a picture and leave it in the first place? Why you got to waste like 5-6 minutes of my time staring at a countdown clock? All right, let's see. I can't read any of these numbers. It says it's right about here. I think he's out. Anyway, so I won't have to call. I was like getting turned around too first. So. Directions to San Giuseppe Pizza. Well, in that particular case, it was a leave at the door and call, and he was waiting outside the door. So I highlighted that as one of my favorite types of deliveries in general. Just anytime that they're outside and the order goes, drop-off goes as quick as possible. That is ideal. All right, so now we got to double back to the pizza place. They said 5 minutes. Hopefully we'll be back in about 10, and hopefully it'll actually be done when we get back. And if it's not, well, then it's no big deal. And if it is done and it was waiting a little bit, I guess that's just the price you pay by marking something as being ready and it's not actually ready. So we're going to double back, go get the pizza, then take that to downtown. First one was a 13. This one's a 14. I'll put us at 27. I'm honestly looking for like $6 $10 plus orders. That should get us to about $75, and I'm pretty good with that. I've got fairly low hopes and expectations for a random Thursday night, but I hope everybody is doing well. We are on our way. What's our subscriber goal? I forget. We're at 1429. We're on our way to 1430. We just need one more subscriber to hit our subscriber goal. Looking for 4 more channel members. That'll bring us to 30 channel members, which will bring us to our next level membership goal. So you can become a member for $2, $5, or $25 a month. A reminder too, for those of you who have received gifted memberships, those do expire after 1 month. So if you feel like you're getting good value out of being a member, you can just re-up automatically. So, but I appreciate everybody supporting this channel in so many different ways. I play what I want with a $2 super chat who opened up the generosity tonight. We will talk football when we get close to the game. If there's enough orders and there's enough people who want to talk about it, we can for sure do that. I'm just out of it in terms of football because of all of our life chaos right now, and just living in a VRBO. This guy stinks. So we're just on our way to get back to that other pizza place. Should be ready by the time we get there. Yeah. I know you meant to say losers, but being that it says lovers, that's probably also true. Losers, lovers, we're under the same. There's no difference between them. It does. Alright, so we're on our way back to San Giuseppe. The only reason I took it is because I knew they probably weren't going to be ready, but I wanted to have an order lined up for when we were done with this one. That's why we took it. So we're just going to rock and roll. Sometimes you just got to wait for your pizza, because the pizza place lied and said your order was ready even though it actually wasn't. So that's on the pizza place, not on me, but I'm not waiting around. This is a little bit longer of a pass by than I would prefer to do, just to be honest with you guys. Especially when they were that close to being done. But alas, we do what we got to do, and we'll take the drop off and get in the hot bag and do all that good stuff. Try to deliver a quality experience, but ultimately, yes, we are servants, but we are also out here to make money and do this. So you gotta stay moving when you have things to keep moving. I couldn't just sit there. It cost me probably about 5 miles too by them not being ready when they said they were ready. But they said 5 minutes, and you just know 5 minutes in restaurant speak. If you wait for that, ooh, it's gonna be way too long. When you already have an order that's picked up and sitting in your car that someone's waiting for, and he was literally waiting outside for it. So sometimes we weave a tangled web trying to maximize our profits. Maximize the profits and minimize things. So, I don't know. I'm sure there are some of you who probably do this much more aggressively than me. And then there's probably some of you who wouldn't do this at all. And I get it. It's kind of a risk tolerance thing too. You know, the fact that I'm running a 5-star feedback on DoorDash right now means I can kind of be a little more aggressive. Because it's like one negative isn't going to hurt me. But I'm obviously not trying to get negatives, just saying in general. But if your account was like on the verge of suspension, I probably would not recommend, you know, as aggressive multi-apping as what I'm trying to do. But honestly, all I'm trying to do is make enough money to pay for my family. Yep. Yeah, no, for sure. And you're trying to do it, like, I want to do it with a servant's heart. I do. But a servant's heart can also be combined with making the best business decision that you can for yourself. And those two things are not mutually exclusive. And it's a hard balance. I'm still learning it. I've been listening to Alex Hormozi a little bit the last couple of days. He's kind of like a business mastermind. He knows how to do this sort of stuff and kind of talk through these things. And you're going to grow your business by serving other people, but you're also going to serve people best. I got to get through this light. I can't risk not making it through this light here. You also have to take care of yourself, and that's definitely something that I feel. Alex Hormozi, Hormozi. Yeah, exactly, Midnight. You gotta do that. And part of running out of gas is like, okay, is it financially viable for me to do these things and all of this? And it's like, okay, I can't make an Uber Eats customer upset where I might lose my tip, you know, just because your restaurant said your pizza was ready 5 to 10 minutes before it was even done. So we're basically back here at the restaurant, but I gotta get through this light and get over a lane. So I will have to, let me see if I can look up. Really good. If you want to learn just like lots of the business stuff that you were never taught, he's a great place to go. He could be a shark on Shark Tank. He would be a really fun Shark Tank shark. Need to find a spot to get over. All right, we made it all the way across. All right, I think I just got a DoorDash robocall. Sorry, DoorDash, you work for me. I don't work for you anymore. I am kind of to the point where I'm about to officially put all these apps on notice that, like, if you just need to suspend me at some point, you just suspend me, because I will work the system to my advantage, but I am done playing all your games. So I'm in my relationship stage with a lot of these apps, like where you know the relationship is not, going to make it long term, but you're staying together for a mutual benefit for a set period of time. That's how I feel my relationship with like DoorDash and some of these other apps are right now. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We're gonna be doing some stuff with that, and the hard part with doing an LLC is it varies from state to state. But I could at least make the Florida video for sure. Oh, bummer, Kaylee. Bummer on the car repair bill. All right, we're gonna go get this pizza. Yeah, Kaylee is closing in on 10,000. That's not all time though, guys. That's 10,000 on one app. Right, Kaylee? If I remember correctly. That's not 10,000 total deliveries. That's 10,000 deliveries just on one single app. All right. Well, now we got to drive over 11 miles for this drop off. We got it all picked up. It was ready. And one of the things that works with this stuff too is this place actually keeps their pizzas hot. So pizza places are one of the best places that if you have to double back to. Yeah, it's 10,000 all time just on DoorDash alone. Doesn't include all of her Sparks and other deliveries that she's done over the years. All right. So this is going to take us kind of down towards downtown, which is fine. We're good kind of going wherever. We just have to end the night on the north half of town, where we kind of usually don't end the night, but we're all good with that. Jaeger, did I answer your who question? I don't remember. Just a heads up, we will not be live tomorrow night. It is our kids' school Christmas program. And if all goes as planned, we're going to be going to the Crust Pizza tomorrow night. Okay, sounds good. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm glad I answered it. So no live tomorrow night. And then during the day, I'm trying to pump out as much content as I can. Wow, just absolute junk orders coming through on Uber. What's new? So I would say this is my attitude shift at this point in time. I am only using these apps as they benefit me from this point forward. So if I want to try to push for a Platinum Dasher or whatever, I'll do it because it's something I want to do, or it's because it's something that you guys want, so I'll do it for the content. But I'm no longer beholden to these apps. And it comes a little bit of boldness, but sometimes you kind of just have to bet on yourself, and I'm betting on me, I'm betting on you guys, I'm betting on eBay and Amazon as just being my path forward here. So we're going to try to squeeze as many dollars as we can out of these apps and out of our snowbirds between now and March. But we're full steam ahead. Even if I'm, we don't even know where we're living right now, and I'm still full steam ahead. Like that's the level of what we're doing. So I'm not going to be chasing after things like Diamond Cart for Instacart anymore. Like, there's just no way I'm going to get there anyway. I'd have to take like 100 orders over the next 2 weeks. And if I was doing that, then I'm not working on other things. So why is everybody ordering from Walmart tonight? That's what I want to know. There's a lot of Instacart orders out tonight. They're all bad, but there's a lot of them. Which means maybe the people sitting in the parking lots are seeing stuff. So have you guys ever had things that you used to care deeply and passionately about, and you wanted to see them change, and then eventually you just kind of got to a point where you just completely moved on from that sphere, and you kind of like, I don't even care about that anymore. I've had that in other areas of my life, and I wonder if I'm going to kind of go the same way with some of these delivery apps. You know, again, I still think they're all a great source of, if you need $50 a night, you know, you can do it. If you're in the right market, you can do it full time, for sure. But I'm definitely done with the, I think, I don't want to say it's pointless, but trying to like brainstorm changes for these apps that they're never going to even think about or consider. I kind of like, I probably spent too much brains on those. Alright, so we are headed downtown. We still have quite a few miles to go. This is like an 11-mile total drive. We still have 8 miles to go. It's kind of like sit back, set the cruise, drink some water. We're going to drive. $2 for a 5-mile order on Uber Eats. We're going to be declining that. We've only seen one DoorDash, the current one we're on. We've not seen a Grubhub yet at all tonight. And we've seen one good Uber Eats, which we took and delivered. So this is definitely not going to be a week where I hit my $1,000 goal, because I've got... Really? You're going to box me in? Both going to box me in on both sides. Wow. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But we were talking earlier today about doing like, going to do deliveries around bowl games and stuff like that. Like, some of that stuff sounds kind of fun. Doing some traveling and stuff. We just gotta keep working on the growing the channel thing and figuring out what that looks like. One of the interesting things I think about YouTube is it literally is your channel, right? So you can put whatever content you want on it. But ultimately, for it to be a channel that's focused and growing, is you really have to narrow down what your channel is all about. Because you'll find a handful of people who like all the random things that you like, but you're really only going to find a small core group of people that are really focused on the same stuff as you. So if you instead can narrow it down and say, okay, this is the main point or purpose of the channel, but that can sometimes be hard to do. Like, I'm finding it difficult to do, even though I have a general overarching. There's so many random things that come to my head throughout the day. I'm like, oh, I could make this video, or I could make this video. Okay, dude, go. What are you doing? My goodness, learn how to drive, people. Guy turned on his left blinker, tried to move to the left, and then at the last second made a right turn. This is what I gotta deal with out here. This is what I'm dealing with. Alright, so we're driving this pizza. We're like halfway there. We have 5.5 of the 11 miles to go. The pizza kind of smells good, but I'm also full, so it doesn't smell that good. Chat is being like so slow and updating. Sorry, I'm missing a ton of messages here. It's like chat's not updating. I'll get caught up in a little bit. How does it feel to not be platinum? Well, in terms of seeing any good orders, it pretty much stinks. But in terms of not being beholden to constantly keep taking things, that's kind of nice. I'm gonna have to decide though for like these big challenges, these $700 in 1 day challenge type of days, I'm gonna have to decide if I'm gonna need to be platinum to even have a shot. Because what I might need to do, like I might just need to set up my account, take 100 in a row, so I can just start with 100% acceptance rate. So I saw that. Sorry, I'm missing a bunch of chat, guys, because chat was not updating at all. So I'll get back to all those things in a little bit. You can keep posting or repost a question if I missed it, but I'll scroll back. I think I was caught up through when Kaylee said she got an in-store Walmart order. I think I'm caught up to there. So if you posted since that, just give me a few minutes. Oh, and here's another car just making a U-turn right in front of me. Alright, 4 miles to go. 11 miles is a long way to order a pizza. I'm just gonna say that. They do make good pizzas. I'm not gonna lie. We do like their pizzas, but wow, we didn't even make it through that green light. Oh, but he went through the red light. I love it. My favorite type of driver, I think, is the one who doesn't move when the light turns green, and then they realize the light is turning red, so then they go through the red light. I'm like, if you had just gone when the light was green, you wouldn't have to drive through the red light. All right, well, we're going to be sitting here for a couple minutes, so let me get caught up. I'm going in reverse order here. Midnight says your bank will hold the money for taxes automatically, a business account but not a personal account. That's kind of cool. Savage Batman at 473 subs. All right, on that way to 500. American Walmarts, good evening to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you are doing well tonight. Yeah, okay. So Midnight for sure. That would be a line of videos that you could do. So the first one would be why you should form an LLC. Like I have one. I don't currently have my delivery stuff under my LLC, but you certainly can, and there are reasons that it might be beneficial to do so. But I do have all of my eBay and Amazon business. That's all under an LLC. So yes, I got the follow-up one. I'll have to look at it closer, but I did get the email. Kaylee makes money. Yep, Kaylee makes money. But I think Kaylee said she's gonna restart her channel in January, I think is the thing. All right, American Walmart, you're at 30 today, putting your weekly total to 70. Well, if you don't count my catering deliveries, I am at roughly 30. It'll be 27 by the end of this delivery for the day, putting my weekly total at 27. Your last relationship, Jaeger? Yeah. Good evening, Josh. Thanks for hanging out with us here tonight. Yep, exactly. I was very careful right from the very beginning. I did not want to brand myself as purely a gig tuber because that really wasn't what it was all about. It was just what I was doing in my phase of life. And so it's kind of more about, really ultimately this YouTube channel was about documenting my journey and trying to save as many people from some of the dumb things that I've done as possible, and then also helping people who've already made the same dumb decisions as me with ways out, because I know there's a lot of times that I felt hopeless, and it's like, it sucks. Like, it sucks when you just feel like there's no one to go to, and there's this, there's shame, there's fear, there's all these things that try to silence you and say, like, you shouldn't go and you shouldn't talk about this. Like, I'd wanted to start a YouTube channel for, I would say at least a year before I actually started it. But it was like this fear of like going on and telling random strangers that, yeah, like I've got financial troubles and I'm in debt and all these different things. It was all this fear-based stuff that was like discouraging me. Like, oh, you can't let people know this. You can't do that. You got to look good. You got to, and how many other people feel that same way? I mean, there's got to be thousands of people in this country who are in way more debt than anyone other than like their significant other knows. No idea what this guy is doing. He's just making like a random turn in the middle of the street, backing into a random road. All right, we have seen nothing but weird drivers tonight. I don't know why the guy behind me is flashing me. Jesse, how's it going? People like get upset you let other people out or whatever. Whatever, I'm doing the right thing. People are honking, people are angry. Nobody's patient. Whatever. Everybody's like, my life is so important, I'm willing to risk it to get through this intersection. Coming to Florida in January. Awesome. Well, if you're gonna make it down my way, let me know. We'll do like some sort of meetup or something. It already feels like January down here today. We had a high of, a low of 49 degrees. 49 degrees. If you're familiar with Southwest Florida, you know that's temperature we don't hit too often. I think it's already our third day in the 40s. We've had some really cool December weather, and I'm all about it. Yeah, Kaylee, you know what? I mean, it's so true, but it's not even just the hate, though. It's like the embarrassment. It's the sign, and there's a lot of people suffering, and so I'm just trying to figure out. I really want to hone in on what, because we're kind of a little all over the place, and I understand why. We kind of have this. And I don't mean this in a negative, because I don't want anyone to take it. It's like we have this Grassy effect that's kind of on the channel, which is a lot of people came here because of the Grassy thing and because of the football thing, which I do enjoy talking about. It's just how to try to more seamlessly integrate the sports side, because I don't think that ultimately this channel is the right place to do like streaming in terms of like stuff I think would be really fun, like the stuff that Grassy does. Not that we'd ever be anywhere near that size, but it's this I don't know. It's just trying to merge in like my enjoyment of sports, and I do enjoy sports, and how to do it within still the context of really trying to help other people being the main focus. So I almost can see us as like we could be the inverse Grassi. Right? So Grassi talks about sports and helps other people with life. Right? That's the primary. The primary is the Packers, but then he uses his platform to help other people. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's not a criticism. That's just, he has a sports, specifically Packers, specifically football-based platform, but then he's also used that to help other people. I think I just want to help other people and then incidentally talk about sports and kind of be the inverse, right? So I just got to figure out what that all looks like, and I think we confuse the YouTube algorithm a lot, and I'm trying to figure out why is DoorDash calling me. I have no idea why DoorDash is calling me. I'm driving to delivery. I don't do phone calls. Send me a message. Send me a message. Is there any message in the DoorDash app? I don't think there's any messages. No, there's no messages in the DoorDash app. $18 with a wind chill of 0. It is, I would say we're probably closing in on 60 degrees now. It's been dark long enough. 60 with a wind chill of 55. All right, awesome. Well, when you get it closer, just shoot me an email of like what your schedule is, Chessie, and you have to come down Bay Short. Okay. Well, now you send me the message now. Okay, so instead of putting in your notes, okay, this is not helpful. They're like, we have to go down this particular road. Well, you're supposed to put the things in the customer notes, not call me when I'm going to the wrong gate. Oh my goodness. How are people so bad at getting food delivered to their house? I would love to know. Okay. I gotta pull over here because they're like, you gotta go down this road. I'm not even near that road. Alright, so I gotta go there. Okay. So, let me give a friendly tip to anyone ordering stuff. Leave good notes. There's 0 notes. Okay, comma. I will head that way. If there's a specific way to get into your community, you need to leave that in your notes, because otherwise all you're doing is just hurting yourself and the driver. So, just as general rule of thumb, there's literally no notes, there's no entry code. And now she's talking about a gate code. But I'm still not answering the phone while I'm driving from someone on DoorDash or whatever. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Alright, now we're going to go to the other gate. See if the other gate is the actual gate. Will we know? No, because they said you need to go down this road, but they didn't say what the turn is. So, we're trying to get you your food. I mean, I would imagine if it's not the first time ordering food, you would know if GPS takes people to the wrong place. I learned that pretty quick the first time I ordered, and I saw the pin location wasn't right, and then just added a note to fix it. So, just my take. You're the one who's hungry, not me. I'm trying to get you your food. I live in a gated community. It has 7 entrances, but only one is for you. But I'm not gonna tell you which entrance to use until you've driven to 3 of the wrong ones first. I'm telling you, that's the song of the night. That is the song of the night. Alright, let's see. See if we have more information now. Go to the gate box and call you. Well, that's great. I don't actually have your last name. Sure, I'll just call you. Find the name. Alright. And the gate will open for us. Maybe. Is the gate gonna open for us? Cheapest Penn State SMU tickets are only $100. Yeah, that would seem like a pretty low attendance type of game. I don't even know where SMU is located. I assume somewhere along the East Coast, right? Alright, and then some guy who tailgated me in. Let's see if I can get this guy to like pass me. I'm gonna go really slow. I'm gonna see if I can get the guy behind us to pass us. How slow can I drive? Because he wants to go rip-roaring through here. He wants to go rip-roaring through. I don't even know what the speed limit is in here. I'm going 20. That's usually pretty safe in these neighborhoods. There's a car tailgating behind me. He ran right through the gate because he didn't have a code, and now he thinks he's the king of the road. I'm gonna do should I do a full 3-second stop? I'm gonna bug this guy so much. He's like putting his arms up like, it is a stop sign. I'm trying to get him to pass me. Do you think I can get him to pass me? I'm trying. We have to go to like the very end of this road. I feel like I'm headed to the end of civilization. And I got like an angry guy tailgating me the whole way. I love my life. I love my life. I wonder if he's also delivering food. Because we've got a patient who would totally run through a gate. Following every place that I've done. 8, 9, 3, 5. I've arrived at my destination. That's great, because I have no clue where I am. Finally lost him. Is this the right house? Nobody knows, because there are no signs, there are no house numbers on any of these houses. Let's see. What does... It doesn't even show anything there. It just says it's here. I guess. All right. Yeah, you like when I sing, Kaylee. I know. Oh, we got more songs the rest of the night. Kardashians, how's it going? Oh, we'll just sing. I'm gonna sing all night long here. Yeah, you got marked. She's like, they keep sending people to the wrong gate. It makes me so mad. It's like, maybe I should actually put a note in to tell them. Like, yes, you should. All right, well, that's $14.75 for a long delivery. That took us way too long. Like 5 different reasons. Should you leave a note to your DoorDash driver? I think you should, 'cause we don't think. We just want to pick up food, drop it at your door, and collect a lot of cash, even though we know it might not be worth it. That doesn't even rhyme. Wow, I can't even rhyme off the top of my head tonight. All right, we're not even, I don't know. Yeah, we're not even in a DoorDash zone right now. Like, we literally are delivering. It's not like we're in a neighboring zone. We're in no zone. We're like literally in a, I'll show you guys. This is kind of funny. We're like in a grayed out zone. Like, it's not, this isn't a zone. This is a non-zone. I have no idea where I am. Directions to Cafe Milano. I'm completely lost. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Peaches come in a can, they were put there by a man who worked in a factory downtown. If I had my way, I'd eat peaches every day. All right, name that band. Who? That's probably not the exact words, but it's close enough. If you know it, you know it. So name that band. Who wrote a Peaches song before Bowser and Jack Black? Peaches, 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 peaches. By the way, I'll get caught up on chat when we get parked here. I just got to get like back to some semblance of restaurants and other stuff. There's just nothing over here. It be dead over here. Dead over here. Nobody knows the original Peaches song? Probably early, mid. Let's go mid-90s. I'm going to guess mid-90s. Or, as some of you know it, the 1900s. Well, based on what we've seen tonight, it's a pretty slow night. I don't know if I'm going to actually sit down and wait anywhere. We can go, I guess we'll go to Magic Dumpster if we don't get anything. We'll go stop in. If there's not much after that, we may just start slowly trekking north towards the Verbo. The Verbo. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country. You have to watch the music video. It is great. It involves a song about peaches that breaks out into a ninja fight. It's pretty much peak 90s. The band name is Presidents of the United States of America. Yes, that is their name. Presidents of the United States of America. And I don't know if it's actually called Peaches. I'm not sure the official name of the song. If you want to make other drivers angry, you should probably stop at a stop sign. If you want to make other drivers angry, you should probably run a red light. If you want to make other drivers angry... No, actually down here. If you want to make other drivers angry, you should probably stop when the light turns red. Honk! Like, people will just literally just drive around you. Like, what are you stopping for? That red light is optional, just like the stop signs. Florida drivers, yeah. Florida man on the road. Florida man trying to deliver your food before it gets cold. Florida man, he's going out here trying to make some money. Florida man worried that the person's got a shotgun, that he's gonna aim at him for trespassing on his property. Awesome. I don't think you're missing much in this stream. Kaylee's just egging me on to sing more, so that's all I got until I get a chance to actually get caught up on the earlier chat. I catch snippets and it all just says, I just see things like driver losing mind, sing song, make song. I can do that. I can lose my mind while I sing and make songs. Yeah. Florida man. On my way to drop off your Taco Bell, I just had to wrestle a gator or two. Don't mind me with my shirtless back. Don't mind me with a mullet and a trucker hat. I'm Florida man coming to deliver to you. I'm Florida man gonna bring you your food. Florida man gonna drive. He gonna get you your food. He gonna get there alive. But he gotta watch out for the gators. And he's gotta watch out. I don't know what else he's gotta watch out for. Florida man gonna deliver your food. It'll for sure be hot 'cause his air conditioning don't work. But he's got it rolled down, so you might get a couple of bugs in it for sure. So usually I can do rhymes off the top of my head, but not tonight. The 3 brain cells are completely just like, what are you even doing? We don't even want to admit that we know you. Well, thank you for tuning in to Craig's impromptu concert. Hey, that's a green light. Oh, well, I almost got to honk. How long do you wait if you are second in line at a green light? You're second in line at a green light. How long do you wait to honk? I think we've done this question before, but I try to count to 3. Yeah, I'm not delivering your alcohol for $5. I'm not shopping and delivering your alcohol for $5 and then driving it 8 miles. You are absolutely nuts. I like how it won't even let me decline it. It's not going to make me accept it, but it's, yeah, I want to decline. I do not do alcohol deliveries. I actually kind of want to get under 50% to see what's going to happen for scheduling tomorrow. I've had no problem scheduling shifts right at 3 o'clock every day. That's when they make shifts available. So I'm scheduled out all the way through next Wednesday. The only shift I can't usually get is the middle of the afternoon. I like to take a 2 to 4:30 shift, and they just don't even make 3 to 4 available. Oh, Kaylee's got, hold on, I'm gonna have to sing that when I park. I could just ask ChatGPT to write it for me too. ChatGPT helped me with my rainbow acronym today. So if you saw my rainbow short, I knew some of the phrases I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to do a rainbow acronym. Now, I could have gone really hardcore and done the rainbow acronym also using Roy G. Biv. I could have busted out the old Roy G. Biv. Blue Eyes, how's it going? Oh man, Kaylee's writing an epic song here. We're gonna go sit by Magic Dumpster. If we don't get any orders before then, we're gonna go sit by Magic Dumpster, and I will sing you guys Kaylee's song that she's writing. I say Kaylee's name right most of the time, and then at random times it just comes out as Katie, and I have no idea why. Kaylee. Kaylee's writing a song about Florida man. He's driving you your food in a cargo van. It looks kind of sketch, 'cause there's no windows. But if you look through the door, you can see his toes. Florida man is driving your food. He's gonna get it there and it's gonna be good. It'll be fresh and it'll be hot, because he rolled down the window and it's covered in snot. Florida man is bringing your food. He's gonna get it there and it's gonna be good. I'll show you guys. We'll have some fun. I'll sing your song, and then I'll show you guys kind of the fun side of AI, of what it can do really quick. I'm trying to make a U-turn so we can go park by Magic Dumpster. This is $12 for 8 miles on DoorDash with a bad drop-off. I'm going to decline that. I don't want to drive that far for only... We just did one of those, and this wants to bring us back the other way. Alright, so we're going to go park by Magic Dumpster. I'm going to sing Kaylee's song, get caught up on... Actually, let me get caught up on chat first, in case there's anything else that I missed. For those of you who had to suffer through my song. I've noticed the view count has gone from like 9 people down to 3 when I started singing. I get it. I get what you're telling me. Q-tips. I don't know if I've actually heard that. That's kind of funny though. All right. First of all, first things first. there's Magic Dumpster. So everybody can throw your Magic Dumpster emojis up in the chat. $7 for 9 miles. We're going to decline. That's funny. I mean, probably some people do. I've just never heard that one. All right, Blue Eyes, hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just going crazy tonight, just singing songs. Let's see. I think we're mostly caught up then. Well, if I missed something, it looks like I think we're caught up on chat. Yeah, puffs away here. The funny ones are like a lot of these old ladies, you can't even see their heads over the chairs. All right, we're going to sing Kaylee's song here. And then I'll show you how you can use ChatGPT to quickly generate something. Why do I want to sing in the sound like the style of Kesha? Woke up to the sun, it's another hot day. But traffic's moving slow, I'm feeling the delay. Put the blinker on, but nobody's letting me in. Red lights are a suggestion, speed limits too. $9 for 7 miles, we're going to say no. We're just looking for good drop-off locations. I don't mind the high mileage, but if I have to double it all back, it's really worse than that. Red lights are suggestion, speed limits too. Tailgating's a hobby, no one's following you. All right, this one we can do because this one's going to take me towards home. This is $11 for 6 miles from Sushi. So we're going to take that. From Miami to Orlando, they're all the same. Cut you off, make you honk, and they shift the blame. All right, we can mark arrived at the store. Oh, so you used ChatGPT for this one. Is that what you're saying? Sorry. I didn't catch that at first. All right, so here, I'm going to do just for those of you who aren't familiar though, like the power of AI. So, write a song for me in the style of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It should be about a quote unquote Florida man, quote unquote, delivery driver. In this song, he should have all the stereotypical Florida man traits, including wrestling alligators, having guns, etc. The song should be about the concept that he will get your food to you and can overcome any trial, but it might not be in the best shape once it gets there. We'll see. I did mention guns, so I don't know if it's going to freak out because I mentioned guns. Well, it did. I don't think it did it in the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. All right, here's what this is what I got with that prompt. This is what I got. Tim, how's it going? You like Claude.ai over ChatGPT? Well, yeah, that too. Here you go. Florida man delivery guy, racing gators, swatting flies, driving fast through pouring rain, swerves through chaos, no refrain. He'll get your food, don't you fear, though the fries might not be here. Okay, that's kind of funny. Twisting roads and sandy bends, with a cooler packed with friends, hold my beer, he bravely yells, dodging traffic, racing hell. He's a legend, wild and free, bringing grub through mystery. And then the bridges, he's got a gun strapped to his vest, wrestle gators past the test, through hurricanes and swampy fog. Your burger's safe, but it smells like dog. Florida man, the tales are true. He'll risk his life to bring to you pizza smashed and maybe wet, but it's the best you're gonna get. So tip him well and hold your breath. It's Florida charm or certain death. Florida man, delivery king, chaos reigns, but he still brings. Though your tacos might be flat, you can't complain. Just look at that. Through the swamp, through fire and sand, your food arrives at his command. All right. That's what we got. That's the level. That's the level that we got here tonight. All right, I'm gonna go pick up the sushi here really quick. We'll grab this and I will be right back with you. All right, we're back. Sorry, I realized I forgot to put sign up. You made your ginger. I made my ginger disappear. I made my ginger disappear. All right. We got our sushi picked up. So one of the hosts from Sushi Thai, he's a young kid, early 20s maybe, and he's actually from Thailand, and it's telling me how it was so cold today. So, what is the temperature in Thailand right now? Yeah, in Bangkok, Thailand, it's 78 degrees and rainy right now. So he's like, it was like 49 degrees, but like he actually he was showing me like how cold he was. I said, you gotta get some of those heat warmers to put in your pockets. All right, Goku, I got some more sushi for you. Vibing in my SUV, chatting with my community. My job may be delivery, but this doesn't feel like work to me. Hey, I like it. I like it. Yeah, we're all... See, and here's the thing. I could make up a song, or AI could make up a song, and you probably couldn't tell which one was better. It might be artificial intelligence, but it's still better than my lack of intelligence. More sushi is coming. Where am I going? I'm going north. Going north. All right, well, I was hoping to get 6 $10 plus orders in. So we're still barely hanging in there. This is order number 3. And I've got till like 9 o'clock, potentially. At least on DoorDash. I mean, doesn't mean we can't get stuff, but I also... I don't know. I got, like I said, low to no expectations. I'll let you know what's in here in a second. What's in this order? Let's find out what Goku actually ordered. I'm just gonna go the other way. Couldn't quite make the U-turn I like to make there, so we'll just make the left turn instead. It is, oh, it doesn't even tell me. I don't like the new delivery screen on DoorDash. Not a fan of it. Anyway, not that I know of. I have not delivered to anyone that has said like, oh, I watched your stuff. I mean, we're still really small. I mean, I do have a few of the restaurant workers I know have subscribed. So I know that's a thing. But I don't know if any of them watch me regularly or if they just subscribed or whatever. But that'll be weird though. The first time that I either deliver to a viewer or just someone comes up and says, oh, it's a side of hustle. That'll be weird. There we go. Well, that works. Let's go. We'll go right. I'll take the way she's telling me to go. All right, Siri. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Josh. I mean, do non-delivery drivers watch GigTube type of content? I don't know, maybe. I don't really play chess, but I love watching people play chess. Like I just follow the entire World Chess Championship, even though, like, yeah, I'm not good at any of it. Goku, every time I don't know if it's just sushi, but when Goku's on, Goku's like, hey, it's another order. So I'm not actually delivering to Goku. That is really cool though, Josh. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure some of the more famous people I've seen, who's the guy who bikes in New York City, I think it's New York City that he bikes, and he's shown clips where people recognize him or whatever. wait, now you're just stealing it? Now I'm not even going to get paid to deliver it. You're just going to straight out steal it from me? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, well, we got 6 miles to go. It's like an $11 delivery. And yeah, this is gonna bring us kind of the central part of town, which is why it's gonna drop us off near pizza. So we'll see. When you're cherry picking orders, in the very least, the good thing is, you know, you're not ever going to be on a bad order. You might never see a great order, but you know you're not going to be on a bad order. And it's a lot easier to just be emotionally stable. I think the 2 best ways to be emotionally stable with this delivery stuff is either just put on earn by time and just don't even look at any of the numbers, just go out and run and do deliveries and stay busy. Or you cherry pick and only pick orders that look good to you. You'll pay for it. All right. Well, I might reroute your delivery, Goku, to I play what I want. Gotcha. Gerald? No. I feel like I should. Why do I feel like I should know the name, though? I don't. But I feel like I should. You're going to write Goku's wrongs. Hey. Of the two, I'm gonna go to the one who super chatted me. So I play what I want. Like, I mean, if you're in, I'll bring it to you instead. Super chatters and channel members, you're always gonna be one step ahead of who I'll deliver food to. All right, and I know someone had chimed in with 49ers, right? I forget who said 49ers. Is that Goku? You think 49ers are going to win? Finish my water. I think I might be out of water, which is actually not really good because I'm kind of thirsty. So who you got in the game tonight? That's my question. Oh, there might be one more water in here. Oh, Grubhub sent me an offer. It's bad. It's bad, but it's not horrible. Rams money line. I don't even know what the spread is tonight. I think I'll just pick, I don't know the money line spread, but straight up I think I would yeah, I'm picking Rams. It seems like they've put some things together here recently. Win a shootout. Do you think one of the reasons why I gave up on watching television football commentary is like the crazy overreaction. So like last year I was following it a lot because the Dolphins were doing well and everything, but everybody was talking about Brock Purdy and how amazing Brock Purdy was, and he was going to be the next dynasty. The media was just all in love with Brock Purdy. I'm just like, you just can't. You can't build a narrative around a guy after a year or two. It's like, takes time to really see who someone is. And I mean, I can see both, right? So like last year, CJ Stroud was unstoppable. Like he was the man. And this year he's been good, but not amazing. And last year, Bryce Young was toast, and even into part of this year. But now he's looked like he's starting to actually put some things together. So, I don't know. I think people love to jump narratives on things, and I wonder if everybody jumped on the Brock Purdy bandwagon way too much. I was just never really convinced. I just thought that San Francisco was a system. And they had some great weapons and McCaffrey, but as soon as McCaffrey starts going down with injuries, then, well, guess what happens? The whole team starts spiraling down. So, I don't know. Are you a believer in Brock Purdy? Not this year, not tonight, but just, let's say 5 years from now. Is Brock Purdy going to be a top 10? Let's even say top half. So what is that? Top 15 quarterback in the NFL in 5 years. Is Brock Purdy going to be like, who would I compare him to? Not necessarily stylistically, but top 10 to 15, you can argue where. So maybe like a Justin Herbert, right? Some place Herbert higher because of his skill set. Some place him lower because of his lack of playoff success. Right, but I don't think anyone would. I think more than half the teams in the NFL would trade their quarterback for Justin Herbert. Do you think that will be true 5 years from now for Brock Purdy? And I just don't know if I believe that. So you think you guys believe in his ceiling? Interesting. I find that interesting. I want to see him really excel without a McCaffrey type of guy around. That's because I just feel like they had, Trey Lance was there and he did, pretty decent, and then Garoppolo was there and he did pretty decent. It just kind of felt like it was a system. Okay. Interesting. I'm still in the prove it, but I'm intrigued. I think it'll be fun to watch. I guess I want to see him prove it without the weapons. But yeah, I mean that's true. But there's also, I think there's guys, right? So if you take like the Tua argument, the argument on Tua is, his floor is pretty high, but his ceiling is maybe pretty low, too. Like, I feel like, of course his skill set could be refined, but I think you saw peak Tua last year. I think I would not be surprised if Tua's best season ever was last season. When you look at his football card at the end of his career, you would see 2013 as being Tua's best season. And that wouldn't surprise me. That's not a knock on Tua. It was a great season. But I just kind of see that as the ceiling. But if you kind of see the Stafford comparison, so I'll give you that in the sense of, I kind of felt the same way about Stafford too. I was kind of like, maybe. I think a lot of people weren't convinced in Stafford until he did it with the Lions as well. I think Stafford won a lot of people over with last year and now this year. Because if you can bring success to an organization that is not known for success, like that's a big deal. That's a culture-changing thing. And I know it's not just Stafford in that case. I know there's more going on there than just Stafford, put it that way. But still, it's so hard. So you ran in front of me to cut me off just so you could turn. so why didn't you just wait behind me? So you almost missed your turn. Oh, people, Florida man driving. And mind you, I'm for the Tua thing. If I could have every season like last year, I'd be happy. You know, obviously not how the playoffs went, but I mean, that's the type of season like I'd be content getting that out of my quarterback on a regular basis. You get consistent 12, 13 win seasons, and I think some years you'd make a run in the playoffs if you caught the right teams, and other years you wouldn't. I feel like who would you say is, give me a quarterback who you would say is Ben Roethlisberger but without the Super Bowls. I'm trying to think of a good comparison of what I think the top end of Tua could be. Royal Honor, how's it going? I don't understand anything of what you just said, and I'm too scared to read it out loud. Yeah, I guess it's Marino, right? that's kind of sad, Midnight, but that's probably true. I would say I would still say Marino was. I feel like Marino is still a level above that. But maybe that's a fair comparison. I feel like that's the type of quarterback, though, that you could just have and just roll with for a long... Oh, you know what I said? Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly. Yes. Hey, Midnight. Exactly. That's the same conclusion I was... Jim Kelly. Doug Flutie. Yeah. Something like that. That's what... I feel like Tua's... If Tua could actually be healthy and have everything in line... You could string together a bunch of seasons that could be like that, where you're going out there, putting up some huge numbers, make a run in the playoffs every now and then, but probably never quite get you over the hump. So yeah, no, the Jim Kelly is a great. That's who. Yeah, that's it. Ben Roethlisberger without Super Bowls is Jim Kelly. I feel like that's a very good. Very good comparison. And honestly, yeah, it's just how I would, based on what I've seen out of Tua, I think that's what you're going to get. Now, his problem is the injury thing, which you're just limited how much you can actually control that. But assuming he could stay healthy, and again, there's tons of football players who've had their careers ruined by injuries. It's just the nature of the sport. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, doesn't mean you're a bad football player, it just means he just got injured. That's just kind of what it is. All right, we're almost... Yeah. So, well, Baker Mayfield, right? Talk about a low floor, high ceiling. Baker Mayfield is the type of guy who he could win or lose your fantasy week. Like, he could do both. Baker Mayfield is that. Or not Baker, sorry. Jameis Winston. Sorry, I'm getting my various Browns quarterbacks confused. Jameis Winston. He could put up 5 touchdowns and 400 yards. But then he also could throw 3 interceptions in the final 5 minutes to completely ruin your game. The Jameis experience. Yeah, that's... Jameis Winston is the modern day McNabb, maybe. Did McNabb get a Super Bowl? I forget. I used to be so up on all this stuff, but I don't actually remember. I feel like he must have gotten one in there. Yeah, McNabb Jr. I mean, you know Jameis is good because he's still hanging around. Like, the only way you get that many chances... Sorry, we're here. I just got to find out which house it is on this roundabout. You know Jameis has the raw talent because he keeps getting chances. That's 704. I don't know. So the one house that's brightly lit up is not the house I'm delivering to. So I gotta try to figure out which one I'm actually going to. No, I mean, Jameis is at his best. He's great. We saw it a couple weeks ago. At his best, he's great. And at his worst, he can really blow up a game. Oh, you went to the Niner Bear game, Z06. Awesome. That's kind of crazy. There was a full Instacart shopping order from Publix at their door. There was my delivery. There were Amazon packages. There was a UPS drop off or a FedEx drop off, and there was a note for a missed UPS package delivery on their door. Like nobody's been out that door all day. I mean, that Instacart order's been sitting there for a while. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody got a hold of somebody's cell phone and just started ordering stuff. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's splitting hairs. I kind of see both sides of it. I mean, I'm not going to directly question someone's intelligence, but the speed of making decisions is so important. And directions to the crust pizza. So if you can't make quick decisions, now this, by the way, guys, this goes beyond football. This is life. This is an area that I've been trying to work on in life. So many people just get like stuck in life. All right, so now you're going to get some teaching here. Because this is me. So this is where I come to because I had to stop being this armchair fan where I constantly sit back and criticize other people. So which is why I like doing all these lessons like from sports. Because I do like sports, but I like sports. I think sports are more valuable to us if we can personalize the lessons and put them into practice. So this is what I would say. You know, as a quarterback, you don't have days and days to consider your decisions and to think things through. You have to recognize patterns. This is why studying film is really important, right? So that way you know, oh, when he does this, it means that. And so I think one of the big things is, excuse me, we are judging, decision making of, yeah, you have a stop sign there, dude. Yep, philosopher. Right. So, but then we think about, right, so easy to put it in a quarterback. Oh, his decision making was off. And you can see that, yeah, it was off. Right. That's easy to analyze. But then, if you had a commentator then commentate on your life, would it be, how would they comment on our decision, right? Like, what would they do? What would they say? Like, oh my goodness, he's been wallowing between these 3 choices for the last 6 months. He hasn't made any decision. He hasn't made any movement on it. Or he's been saying he's been wanting to start this project for the last 2 weeks, but he hasn't actually started on it. And, a lot of times that's just that's what it is. That's what, in real life, too, that's what determines the winners and the losers. And that's not picking on Jameis here. That's just saying the distinction between a top-tier quarterback and a really good quarterback who maybe hangs around the league for a while but can't really take the team to the next level. I'll give you another quarterback that I think is Ben Roethlisberger without the Super Bowls. Ryan Tannehill. And I remember when he was with the Dolphins too, it was kind of that same thing, but especially with the Titans, they had some really good seasons there. And it's like he would get them into the playoffs almost every year. And a lot of years not having anybody, of course they had Derrick Henry, but not having a great receiving core. I remember some Kevin Dyson years maybe in there. But yeah, anyway, that's a sidetrack there. But a lot of things we see, it's like people who make faster decisions fail faster and learn faster. With a lot of decisions in life, you're better off failing fast and then learning. The key thing is though that you learn from it, right? Because you can look at Tom Brady's bad games and you can see his bad games, and yeah, again, I haven't studied all that midnight. I think a lot of it comes down to just the practice that you put in, and some of the greats just studied film at such a deep level. And so Tom Brady would have a bad game, but he doesn't continue to make the same mistakes, right? He studies the film, and then he eliminates the mistakes. And I think as a fan, we get frustrated when our teams, so I get frustrated with the Dolphins coaching staff, right? Because they're so slow to make obvious adjustments. We're sitting at home and we can see oh my goodness, it's so obvious that we need to do this. Or it's so obvious that this player is a cause of our problems. And, that gets frustrating, right? Because we don't do that. But again, the same thing comes back to us too, is other people look at our lives it's so obvious that if he would just do this, his life would be so much better or whatever. So anyway, I just like to tie in. I don't think Jameis is a lost cause. I think, between the egos of NFL coaches and his pure talent, I think there's going to be people out there for at least the next couple of years trying to figure out how to help him fully. I don't know. I could see Jameis being the type of quarterback that could just get into the playoffs some year, not this year, obviously. But I could see him just being the type of quarterback that just get hot in the playoffs. And then maybe he gets to the Super Bowl and throws up an absolute stinker. And you'll be or he wins it, and then that'll be how does Jameis Winston have a Super Bowl championship but not Dan Marino? He's the type of guy that could just catch fire for a long period of time. So anyway, that's my thing. I just try, honestly, I try not to be too critical of professional athletes, because we couldn't stand the test. And this very same things, and I'm kind of in the same thing when it comes to I know it's fun, the gag, the refs gag and flag and all that. I get it, it's fun. But from a reality perspective, if the football players were expected to perform at the same level of perfection that the refs are expected to perform, you'd never have a football game. You know, and it's that much more obvious in baseball. People criticize umpires like, oh, he got like 8% of his calls wrong. I'm like, yeah, and that player on the team just made an out 70% of the time. So, anyway, I just tend to... Yeah, Nick Foles has a Super Bowl. It's good stuff. All right, we're parked here at the Crest. I'm not going to sit here super long because we are close to home. If there's no orders, there are no orders, but normally we're down the south end of town by this point in time, but the VRBO, the Verbo, is north. All right, so now that I'm below silver, they're like, introducing Dasher rewards. Unlock 3 levels of the most loved Dasher perks by increasing your ratings. So I'm going to be curious to see. Kevin Cobb. I don't... No, I don't really want to drive. So this is $27 for 14 miles, but it's 14 miles north and then 14 miles back. So it's $27 for 28 miles. We're going to decline it, but that's actually not a horrible order. If it was earlier in the night, I might do that. Okay. What about not silver, though? Is it still 3 p.m. for not silver? I've had no problem getting all the slots I want at 3 p.m., so I'm kind of curious to see. All right. We're like out of water. I'm going to see if this coconut water is kind of old, so we're going to see if it's still good. Oh, no, that's rancid. Oh, I can smell that. That's so bad. That's a no. We're going to get rid of that when we get home. I'm scheduled through Wednesday, so I've got everything I need for the weekend. Gotcha. All right, well, we'll see. See, it's not like I'm dying to be delivering next Thursday, per se, so. All right, well, we're just kind of sitting here. The game is kicking off. It's a little... It'd be a little too loud for me to stream from home, from the Verbo. So many Philly backups. All right, there's a new thing. This just showed up. GIFs. Maybe this is what you were talking about, Kaylee. This might be what you were talking about. It just showed up under more ways to earn here on YouTube. So this just showed up. This is $6 for 8 miles on Uber, surpassing that. So GIFs, have fun engaging with fans and live streams. All right, let your audience send you GIFs in your next live stream. Try out a new fun way to engage with your audience while earning rubies for every gift. All right. Oh, there's terms and conditions. We're going to read about this. We're going to learn here. This virtual items module is made under and incorporated into the terms in which you participate in the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube will pay you through the VI revenues as part of your partner earnings in accordance with the base terms. VI revenues are net revenues calculated by multiplying the creator VIs attributed to your account by the applicable rate as and otherwise set out in the VI program policies. You rotting or rooting for him, Jaeger? Nunchuck, I don't think I'm your uncle. I guess it's certainly possible. There's a 4 in 7 billion chance that I'm your uncle. No, slightly higher than that. Hold on, 4. There's a 7 in 7 billion chance. 1 in a billion. There's a 1 in a billion chance I'm your uncle. Because I have 7 nieces and nephews. Creator VI calculation. The number of creator VIs used to determine the VI revenues payable to you is determined in accordance with the formula set on the program policies. Where a user redeems viewer VIs in connection with your channel as part of a VI product, you would earn a certain number of creator VIs. The VI program policies, including the rates, may be updated at any time. YouTube will have sole decision-making authority with respect to retail pricing of viewer VIs. YouTube may offer promotions that it reasonably believes may promote the availability and sale of viewer VIs and VI products. I don't really know what this is. No, my name is not Dan Nunchuck, so sorry you did not find your long-lost uncle. Good luck in your search, though, but thank you for hanging out with us. So, anybody know anything about this YouTube gifts? We're going to turn it on because why not? Monetize all the things. All right, so we have gifts are turned on. I really don't know what that means. Engaging animations in vertical live streams. All right, well, we're always learning, always trying different things out here. Nunchaku. Do I sound like him too? That'd be really cool. Now I have to meet him. Because maybe I have a long-lost twin. Maybe I have a long-lost twin. Welcome back, Savage Batman. Gotcha. I'll have to start a new life, so maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Is there any Zifties? I don't have any catering orders for tomorrow at this point in time. I'll be out on Saturday, so for sure we'll do a live on Saturday. Are there college football games on Saturday? Or are there NFL games on Saturday? Because I know soon we'll get some NFL games on Saturday as well. Let's see. Might be a bad thing. So the only college football game this weekend, oh, it's top 25. Hold on. Let's do FBS. Yeah, the only college football game is Army-Navy. That's on the 14th, but then there's bowls. So there's also bowls. Okay, so there are bowl games on the 14th. There is the Cricket Celebration Bowl. And then there's the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. The Cricket Bowl is Jackson State at South Carolina State. Salute to Veterans Bowl is South Alabama versus Western Michigan. I feel like those are like two rejected states. Like, we're not just Alabama, we're South Alabama. It is pretty quiet out here, guys. I don't know. UNC playing UConn at Fenway. Oh, that's going to be a fun game. Oh, yeah, that's why they turned like the stadium into a football thing. They did a hockey game at Fenway too, I think, this year. Or last winter. All right, guys. Well, there's just not much going on. I mean, we'll give it another 5 minutes or so. There is a game going on, though. I have not been to Fenway. I made it to Old Yankee Stadium, Old Shea Stadium. Actually, the game hasn't even started yet. So we're going to have our football stream. It's going to go right until the start of the game. That's all right. Yes, Bill Belichick is back to coaching. Going to, which is going to be interesting. I mean, you think he can recruit? I mean, he will, because think about how many kids grew up like watching the Patriots, and now you can go get coached by Bill Belichick. Yeah, Southern Miss, like, we're just like our own state, Southern Miss. Or there's University of South Florida. Oh, you're a UNC fan, Savage? Yeah. See, now that would be a video you could do. That's a good video for your channel. UNC fan reacts to Bill Belichick becoming football coach. Yeah, like, that's cool because that's a way to reach new people that are in your audience. And just, you could list out like, these are the 3 things I'm most excited about, and this is one thing that I'm nervous about. I feel like Andy Reid has been successful with more than one team. No, for sure. I mean, especially when you think like, oh man, too bad I never got to do it. Like, it's the perfect time to call, because he can just recruit everybody from the transfer portal now. Like, UNC is going to instantly be a dominant threat. I mean, I don't know how good they'll be in 1 year, but instantly dominant. He can do to UNC what Deion Sanders has done for Colorado. Maybe even more, because there's like a certain level. The only question is he going to wear out? Because always the issue with Bill Belichick was, and even Saban. Remember, Saban went to the Dolphins and did not last long. The NFL and the college game are different, but I think there's enough kids out there who would want to play for Bill. And it's just such a crazy thing. I don't even know who their last coach was. And so it's like you go from whoever their last coach was to Bill Belichick. Like, the absolute difference of walking into that locker room if you were, let's say you were a freshman or sophomore this year at UNC. $6 for 7 miles on Uber. We're going to pass on that. We might be done, guys. We got three deliveries done, but so slow, so quiet. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'd rather get some sleep, honestly. All right. Well, we got anything else? It's kickoff of the game and I'm done. I'm so tired. Life is kind of high stress right now, I'm not going to lie. Like, that's just kind of what it is when you think you got everything lined up for your family, but then you don't actually have the place to move into. Yeah, but the boosters will show out. I don't think they'll have to do that so much as, I mean, I think even there'll be some Patriot fan boosters that'll give to UNC. So yeah, just be praying that this house thing can go through. It's really frustrating because we have all this money set aside. We're ready to move in. We've done that. Yeah, for sure. Make a thumbnail. Just find a good picture of Bill. There's probably already a photoshopped UNC Bill Belichick photo somewhere out there. So find that. Take out the background. Put your face on the thumbnail too, maybe, if you want to. And then find like a UNC Tar Heels logo. I would just do like a UNC Tar Heel fan reacts, Bill Belichick signing, pros and cons, something like that. You want to hit all your basic search terms that you have. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I don't need to turn anything off but we're just gonna head towards the house, the Verbo. So yeah, if you are of the praying sort, we would appreciate your prayers. That we're supposed to move in on Sunday, and it's just, I mean, they had been talking about maybe getting us in on the 10th, or earlier, and now they're talking about not even being able to get in on the 15th. So we do not have unlimited funds to be renting houses forever here. And it's like, I don't want to have to dig into our money that we need for this actual rental. So yeah, like even that'll be good. So you can find a picture and then just wipe the background, which you can generally do just by holding your thumb on the picture if you got an iPhone. That's how I mean, you don't even need special tools anymore if you have an iPhone for a lot of this stuff. It is easier than ever to make a good thumbnail. It's harder than ever to make a great thumbnail because the competition is so fierce. But it is easier than ever to make a good thumbnail these days. So do it, and you can just do like a raw, uncut. I mean, I wanted to do a Soto reaction video too. So I want to do like lessons learned from the Juan Soto, and the most interesting lesson of all the Juan Soto stuff, of all of it, the most interesting part is how Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, handled the negotiations differently than a lot of the other owners. He actually had Soto come over to his personal residence. Good job, Kaylee. Nice work. So I just thought that was really interesting that Steve Cohen's negotiation tactics were just different than other owners, and it maybe helped seal the deal because he was willing to do things. So he gave Juan Soto's family a box, like box seats. And the Yankees weren't willing to do that for Soto's family. It's like, if the difference between getting the guy you want and not getting the guy you want is whether or not you offer their family box seats, maybe you're missing something. Maybe there's an opportunity that's being missed there. And meeting someone at a hotel versus inviting someone over to your house. There's a lot of negotiation things that Steve Cohen does that's different than other owners, and it's certainly paying off. So. Do you think Bill Belichick is trying to prove anything, or he's just going back for the love of the game? Is there like any part of Bill Belichick that says, hey, I just want to show that I could do it? I want to prove to all you old guys that I could actually have succeeded in college as well. Like at the same time when Nick Saban is retiring, right? Nick Saban's retiring. A lot of these old guys are just getting out of college football. Here comes in Bill Belichick saying like, Y'all are quitters. Let me show you how it's done. I wonder if him just taking a couple of years off and just studying it, because if he's been genuinely interested, I'm sure he's been studying things like how the NIL works and how to make it all work to the best. So yeah, and I guess the argument was we didn't offer it to Judge and we didn't offer it to Jeter, so we're not going to offer it to you. But it's like the world is changing, and if that's a perk you can offer but you didn't, yeah, like try different things, see what sort of stuff works for and with your audience, for sure. All right, I got to put the garbage out here tonight too. All right, I still see lights on and people up and walking around, so that means not everybody's asleep yet. I'm gonna get all backed in though, so that way we're ready to go in the morning. That looks like grass. Not my normal driveway I'm backing into here. Oh yeah, that was way on the edge. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, be safe everybody out there. Have a good evening. I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna keep working on getting more videos pumped out to you. Thanks to I Play What I Want for our super chat of the night. Appreciate you. Thank you to all subscribers, to all my channel members at any and every level. I appreciate all of you. We do have videos, so if you're looking to grow your YouTube, we got a new video that came up today on revitalizing old stuff. Love, appreciation, respect, and good energy back to you, Midnight, as well. Also, the small space that I worked in and still ran Amazon, eBay, and YouTube out of half of a bedroom. That video is also up, so we got a couple of those. We also have a short. Did pretty well. Got 1,000 views on Open today. Hasn't done anything since then, but it got 1,000 views. And yeah, so appreciate you guys. I don't really know. This weekend's a little chaotic, so there won't be a tomorrow night stream for sure. There will be some streaming on Saturday. That's what I know. Not tomorrow night, definitely on Saturday. Anything else and everything else this weekend is kind of up for grabs, and kind of until we're in our new place too. I'm trying to pump out videos, trying to pump out long form stuff too. That's going to generate views for a long time to come. So yeah, I know it's bright and shiny. So all right, well, that being said, good night to all of you. We will see you again soon.